Hey everybody, welcome back to RV America. If you've been following our channel for a while, you know we're all about the open road, big adventures, and the logistics of how to make RV life work.
We had some great plans laid out that we were going to share with you this summer. We were going to do a summer in the South, which we have not done the entire time we've been in the RV. So this summer we were going to do a summer in the South and take y'all along with us and explore Savannah and just all kinds of really cool places.
But one thing that we've learned from the road is life doesn't care about your itinerary.
No,
not at all.
Not one drop.
So our plans have officially changed.
Yeah, our plans have changed because sometimes things happen that are just out of your control and you can do nothing about them but roll with the flow.
And this might get a little emotional for both of us, but recently we've found out that our daughter, Alena, her cancer is back. She is going back through treatments, chemo and such. So you know what happens when things like that happen. Family comes first.
Yeah, we have rearranged things, redone things, and we need to be here at our home base because we need to give her the love and support to get her through this so that we can, so she can get back to her normal life and we can get back on the road.
Yep.
Go ahead, keep talking. I'm going to get our dog who thinks she should be in our lap.
Yeah, Bella wants to be in the video, but
She's been to the groomer today. Doesn't she look cute?
So, yeah, as Lynn said, we want to be here to support her for her next battle. It's going to be another tough one. She went through tough treatments before, and we were told cancer would probably come back.
And it has.
And it has, and that's a tough time. If you remember back late 23, early 24, we had a similar situation where our plans were completely changed because, as I said, family comes first.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons we are so happy that we do have this as a home base, is that we're able to come back and spend time with our family.
And that being said, we appreciate your prayers. You're a praying person. Say a prayer for her. She needs prayers.
Now, what does that mean for the channel? We, number one, are going to put Alena first and make sure she's taken care of. Does that mean we'll stop videoing altogether? No, it doesn't. There might be a time we need to come to you and say, hey, we're going to have to do shorter videos, less videos, or something like that, if it came to that. But right now, with her schedule, we're able to plan shorter trips.
Yeah.
Because she'll take chemo treatments week 1, week 2, and week 3 she'll have a week off just to kind of recover and such. So we're hoping to be able to take shorter trips and get out and see things.
And if you've ever dealt with something like this, you know that it's not just the treatments you have to worry about. It's all the in-between stuff. Like she needs help with her house right now. She needs, we gotta make sure she eats. She's having to go for fluids. There's just a lot. There's a lot, and there's multiple doctor's appointments. She had an appointment every day this week. So there's just other things to consider besides just the treatments.
Yeah.
Sometimes she just needs us to come and sit and visit a little bit.
Right. And we're going to put her first, and we know you all will understand if we have to do anything different. But right now, she's wanting us to get out and recharge our batteries and do things, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But we do see ourselves being able to do shorter trips. We always love giving tips and tricks, so we should be able to do those from here, as we're doing today, and as we get out,
updated on our lives.
Yeah, yep. So we'll be able to do some, and as Lynn said, we appreciate your support, and we appreciate you. And as she said, if you're a praying person, please pray for this situation for Alena.
So as Danny said, our plan this summer is just to take shorter trips. I've always said that your least explored place is your own backyard. And we really haven't done, other than LBL, we really haven't done a lot of our own backyard. And actually, we're really close to Kentucky. It's a border state, and we have done nothing in Kentucky. And I know Kentucky has a whole lot to offer.
Yeah, and what this does is keeps us close to home, keep us close to Alena. It still gives us a chance to get out and decompress and just enjoy nature. And but more importantly, we're going to be able to be there for Alena by being so much closer.
Being close.
Instead of taking 1,000-mile trips again.
Yeah, close enough that we can come home as needed or stay home if needed. You know, we'll be close enough we can get back in a couple hours. And with all this being said, this brings us to our topic of the week. What do you do if something happens and you are living the RV lifestyle? Whether you're full-time, part-time, most timers like us, something's going to happen eventually. Someone's going to get sick. Parents grow older. Sometimes they need your support. They need you to take care of them. This coming weekend, we have our last grandson that's in town. We'll graduate. And that's a whole weekend event apparently anymore. So it's not a matter of if things will happen, but it's a matter of when. Because eventually something's going to happen and you're going to have to throw on the brakes. And we thought we would share with you what to do, how to deal with that when it happens to you.
Yep, we've came up with 10 tips and practical ways to implement them and how to handle the unexpected in RV life.
I'm Lynn.
And I'm Danny.
Welcome to RV America.
The original RV America. First up, add some flexibility to your itinerary. So many people have their schedule booked out day by day, minute by minute, and if something goes wrong, like a problem with your rig, your tow vehicle has an issue, or one of you just feeling bad for the day and can't travel as far, you've got to have that flexibility because you don't need one little issue ruin your whole trip. So make sure you have that flexibility.
Number 2, know exactly how far you need to safely be from your home base. Whether that's a campground because you live full-time or like us, a little condo so that you can get back when you're needed. You need to know how far from that destination you can be. We've set ours to 2 hours from our home base. We know we can be back here. If we go no further than 2 hours out in our little circle, we can be back and be here if an emergency comes up or if we're needed. This is really important. If you're a caretaker, if you have family members that are sick, you just need to set this in advance and know this is what's going to help us so much with our summer planning, with our summer trips, because there's lots to see here that we haven't seen within 2 hours of our home base. All of our trips will be that way except for one, and y'all, we're going to a Waffle House retired officers reunion this summer, and that's going to be about 6 or 7 hours away. But let me tell you, I have made provisions for people to take my place in my caregiving roles while I'm gone.
This leads us into number 3. Sometimes social media just romanticize the RV life. Hey, get out there and sell everything. Just get out there and explore. It's what some will call RV's fear of missing out. You got to go as far as you can. And sometimes that might not be the right thing for your current situation.
Yeah, everyone's different and you have to do what's right for you. We would really be in trouble if we did not have a home base right now. The last time that our daughter Alena was fighting the cancer after one hospital stay, she had to come and stay with us for a few days. We needed that space for her to come to because she was not able to be by herself and take care of herself. So you got to do what's right for you. Maybe your family's all spread out and the RV is exactly what works for you because you can go to your kids at different locations. You can go to your parents. My parents don't live here in town, or my mom, but I can go to her. Yeah. So you got to do what's right for you. Yeah. And this is having a home base, and we don't feel like we're missing out because, we've seen and done a lot, and we still have a lot of future plans. Y'all wait till next summer, Lord willing. We will have an amazing summer next year.
Yeah, some things are just what kind of life cycle you're in. Last year, everything was going smooth, and we're out 120-something days driving to Alaska and back, and that was amazing. But we have the flexibility. But as Lynn said, everybody's a little bit different. Full-time might be perfect for you. Most timing might be perfect for someone else, and that's what's perfect for us.
Number 4, embrace your backyard pivot. We can't do our regular plans that we had, but don't just let your rig sit in the driveway or in the storage unit or wherever it is that you have it. There are still things that you can see that are close to your house. And let's be honest, we're gonna need to get out and recharge our batteries because this is very hard. It's a hard season of life that we're going through, and being able to escape for a little bit it's a great thing. What we've done is we've set a radius. Go where you know you can get back if you're needed in a very short period of time.
Number 5, evaluate the right rig size for your phase of life. We've always said that as we get older, maybe into our late 70s, which is numerous years down the road, don't get me old yet, but we've always said we'll probably need to go to something smaller that's easier to drive, that we can get in and out of the campsites a little bit easier versus a 37-foot motorhome. So if things are happening in your life, you're aging, you have just different situations, then you might want to consider that in the future. And I did want to say, having the right size of rig for your situation keeps you out on the road. If you've got that travel bug that you want to keep on exploring, a smaller rig will keep you out there and keep you active.
Number 6, you need to have a crisis plan. A crisis can be anything from a baby being born earlier than he should have been.
Right.
Which happened to us, I guess, about 3 years ago now. Yeah, almost 3 years ago, because DJ's birthday is coming up really soon. And when this happens and one of you needs to go, the other one needs to stay put, because if you're like us, we could have left our RV, but we can't leave our fur babies in the RV for a long time.
Yeah, we've always had the plan of if something happens and it's dealing with her side of the family, she might get on a plane and go.
Jet. Yeah.
Or it was my son that had the baby, and DJ was born 4 months early. Surprise, surprise. And I had to jump on a plane out of Nebraska and leave a sojourn and fly down to Mobile to be with them. So you've got to be ready for having those kind of plans. And one of the things we did was we stuffed a duffel bag that we could collapse and just put under the bed to be there just in case we need to fly out. If
it's
not,
still under the bed.
Yeah. If not, I would have been carrying all my stuff in a Walmart bag, plastic bags on the plane. So we had to prepare for that. Other things that you might want to have for your crisis plan is have all your paperwork for your rig in one folder, and same thing for your vehicle, and know your medical issues. You might have those written down, or your prescriptions that you might be on. So you have those just in case there's an emergency, just in case there's a crisis.
Yeah. And I will say we have a friend, and her dad passed away. And so she had to jump on a plane and go and take care of that. And they're like us, they have a pet. They could not leave him. And he got to stay with the animal.
Yeah.
And she went and took care of her dad and then flew back.
Yeah, it's when something unexpected like that, it is a tricky situation where what do we do? But you do have some obligations.
Yeah. And it helps a lot if you already have a plan in place. Like us, knowing we don't use that. We've used the duffel bag once,
right? But
when we needed it then. And I will say, even though I stayed behind by myself, I was in really good hands because I was in the Nebraska sojourn, and sojourners are awesome. And they helped me, anything I needed. We ate together and laughed together and played a lot of cards.
And worked together.
And we worked too. We really did.
So just have that plan.
Okay, number 7, have an emergency fund. Something happens when you're on the road. If you have to go stay in a hotel because something's gone wrong with your rig, you have to have extra work done. Your slides won't come in. You got to call a mobile tech. It just really takes all the financial stress out of the situation if you've got a little emergency fund sitting there and you're like, okay, this is covered. Not happy about it. You're never happy about spending money, of course, although some people are. But we are never happy about spending money, and it will help, though. It will help ease some of the pain knowing it's not the end of your trip.
Tip number 8, something I strongly suggest if you're having any kind of family issues back at home, someone's sick, someone you're worried about, somebody's in the hospital, is make sure where you're going, either your phone service will work there or your internet service will work there so you can get Wi-Fi calling. Even if, as Len said, we only go 2 hours out and we get somewhere that has no phone service, then that could create a bad situation. If people need to get in contact with you, make sure you scout that out. There's several websites, and I'll put several up here, that will tell you what kind of service you can get in that area. Or just go to your carrier and check their map. It'll tell you whether you have good service or not.
Number 9, if you're on the road and something goes wrong, don't be afraid to lean on your RV community. RVers are such helpful people. They will come to your aid no matter what's going on. I've had RVers help me back in my rig when, long time ago when I had a different one. One of them just came and backed it in there for me because I never could get it. We were out another time, Danny and I were out, and our slide wouldn't come in. And we had someone come to us and say, hey, you have a reset button, you just got to find it. And he sat and helped us the whole time we were there and figured out with us, and we got the slide in. And don't be afraid to reach out online also. Our generator, we pop the breaker on a generator. Yep, I can pop a breaker no matter what we're running. Even on 50 amp, I pop the breaker. But if you go on to, we go on to the Jayco Precept page, and you can find other RVers that have had the same problem, or you can just go on there and ask and say, hey, this has happened, what will fix it? You will be shocked at how much that they will help. They'll come back, you'll get answer after answer of people offering advice, because everyone goes through the same thing. So reach out to the RV community, they're a great source.
Number 10, look for treatment break getaways. Alena wants to get out and camp with us from time to time. The reason why is just a great time for her to get things off her mind, to maybe sit around a campfire and be with us for a day, maybe 2. Nothing long, but let her get away and just help clear her mind. She's looking forward to that. She's got an RV a while back, and we might be able to take that out. If not, she'll just stay with us. And the great news about an RV is we know who's been there, how clean it is. First, a hotel, you never really know what happened before you got in there. So it's going to be a clean environment for her and something she can really use.
When you're going through chemo, your immune system is really low, and so you have to be very cautious. This will be the perfect getaway for her when she gets to feeling well enough to go with us.
Yeah. And like we said, her schedule should or could or possibly help with that, because she takes treatments 2 weeks back to back and gets the 3rd week off. So she's hoping to be able to get out when she can and when she feels like it, out for a day, maybe 2. So that's the great thing about her treatment breaks, is that she might be able to take advantage of that. So consider that if you're ever in the situation. We realize this is one of the tips that we put up today that's not for everyone, but if you're in a similar situation with us, consider taking that break, treatment break.
Yeah.
With
maybe you're
one.
Caring for an aged parent. Take them with you for a day or 2.
Yep, we've had friends take their a parent with them on a long summer trip or a winter trip to Florida. So those things can kind of happen if you got an aging parent. So, but consider that when you have a situation that you need to take care of.
So the reality to this lifestyle is that the highway eventually has to take a back seat to life. And that's where we're at. This doesn't mean that our travels are over. This is a season of life. We will come back full force and take off and be gone.
Just travel different,
Yeah,
but
just travel different.
And be there for our loved one.
Yeah, you have to be, family has to always come first, or at least they do for us and our way of thinking.
Yeah.
Family's first. So we love you, Alena.
Yes, we sure do. And we love each and every one of you. We appreciate your support over the years, and we really are going to appreciate your support and love for this situation with Alena. Please keep her in your prayers, and just remember us. And if we do have to slow anything down, film less often, or anything like that, please understand. Right now, we see a way to keep producing shorter videos. We won't produce as many long videos as this one might be today, but there's always a way to do this, but we're always going to put her first, and there might be those kind of situations. We don't have to be with her 24/7. She's got her husband and a family helping with that, but she depends on us a lot, especially her mom, to take her to certain treatments and such as that. So we feel like with a family taken care of as all of us as a group, we're still able to do.
It takes a village.
We're still able to
takes a village.
Get videos out for you.
So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, now's the time to do it. We really appreciate that. Appreciate y'all following. Appreciate y'all watching. Until next time, God bless and many safe travels.
And go RV, America.